Wow, this is crazy. The end of the season is going to be very crazy. In the Champions League, in the Premier League, everywhere, it's madness. It's squeaky bums time, like Sir Alex Ferguson used to say. Yeah, it's very, very difficult for many teams. And Arteta is bottling one more time in front of our very own eyes. The beginning of the season, it's always we're gonna win the quadruple, and then we're gonna win the treble, and then we have bigger fish to fry, and the rest is history. Next season, Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ogs, your own brother. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This channel is for the people. We talk about every single team, no exception. Stay tuned until the end of the video and you won't be disappointed. Arsenal fans meltdown. We're going to talk also about Super Frank Lampard doing miracles. Edouard Mendy winning another Champions League in Asia. Many news coming your way. So stay until the end and smash the like button. Arsenal fans have enough.
Because of this idiot guy named Mikel. Get out of my club! You need to go. You need to leave. You need to leave, Arteta. If you have any shame, dignity about you, get out of my club. Arsenal, we don't want you there anymore, Mikel Arteta. We don't want you there. We're sick and tired of it now, man. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm done. I can't stand this no more. What are you doing? You ain't signing no player. You ain't winning no trophy. I'm done.
You got the idea. Arteta out, not out, right? This is not a mistake. That is from Yardman. He can't stand Mikel Arteta. And I know that people who've been Arteta out for a long period of time, they can't wait for Arteta to lose so they can say, I told you so. It is what it is. Nobody to blame but themselves. So before we go back to Arteta out, congratulations to Edouard Mendy. Absolutely winner. They just won. Like few minutes ago before I record this video, they won the Asian Champions League. Congratulations to them. So he won the Champions League with Chelsea. He won the African Cup of Nations with Senegal. He won the Club World Cup with Chelsea. Won UEFA Super Cup with Chelsea. And today, wow, another big trophy. And to know that this brother, a few years ago, he was looking for a job in a factory in France, it tells you that anything is possible in life. You have to keep working hard, believe on what you believe, and God will bless you. You're going to make it. So congratulations one more time to Edouard Mendy. So the rest for European places is very tough at the moment. Arsenal, do you think they can still finish top 4? They will. How many games? They have 3 games to go, if I'm not mistaken. In 3 games, if they lose all 3 games, who knows? They might not even qualify for the Champions League. Manchester City might go ahead of Arsenal and finish second. That is going to be very embarrassing given the gap that was between Arsenal, Liverpool, and everybody else. At the end of the season, you collapse like this. It's a shame. Chelsea are 5th. They have to beat Liverpool on Sunday. There is no excuses. They have everything in place to beat them. Liverpool are already on vacation. They're going to give them the guard of honor. Chelsea need to do their job instead of depending on other teams to help them. So it's only 3 or 4 games to go depending on the team you're talking about. So it's time to just win. No excuses. Let's go back to some of the memes here. Arsenal player, if we don't finish second, they can't mock us for bottling the title again. So their title is second for 3 or 4 years now. So if they don't finish second, nobody is gonna mock them of not winning their usual title, which is number 2 position. That's quite good. All right, so on Wednesday next week, it's gonna be PSG against Arsenal, and PSG lost. But the difference is PSG made 10 changes. 10 changes. So there are certain players that you never even heard of. Yeah, you heard of Barcola, of course. Ramos doesn't play, literally, always from the bench for a few minutes. Mbaye, Zaire Emery also been on the bench. You know, King and Lee, and Muyulu Hernandez is coming back from an ACL injury. It was a team that you don't even believe PSG were going to get something out of the game. Safonov, a goalkeeper, have you heard of him? No. So they made 10 changes to keep their players fresh so they can try to beat Arsenal and qualify for the final. And Arsenal, in the other hand, they decided to go with their best team. Everybody was there. Saka, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, everybody was there. I don't know what they were trying to do. If they made a lot of changes and they lost, we were going to understand. But when you have even your captain Odegaard, Saka, everybody there, and you lose at home, that is questionable, and Arteta is going to be under a lot of fire, you know, a lot of pressure the end of the season. If they don't win the Champions League, it's going to be very, very difficult. But you know what? It's not done yet. I see people mocking, making fun, but now Arsenal have nothing else. You know, they have nothing to lose. They're going to Paris to give everything. If they score the first goal, game on. Game on. So don't celebrate too quickly. You have to wait until Wednesday night after the game with Paris. Footy humor. They are making fun here. Arsenal went from title race to top 4 race. All right, it is what it is. Let's give some flower to Strasbourg. Lord have mercy. What a team they are building. Young men, 18, 19, 20 years old. Absolutely a great team. They beat PSG today, but like I said, PSG played with their probably C team or D team. They didn't even care. I was watching watch along in French with some of the friends, and everybody, like PSG fans, they were just laughing and having fun. Oh, score more. When they concede and they started celebrating, oh yeah, they don't really care. All they care is about the game against Arsenal on Wednesday because they already won the league over there in France. So absolutely good. They beat Montpellier, they beat Lens, they drew against Brest, they beat Auxerre, Nantes, Toulouse, Lyon, Reims. They drew against Nice and Monaco. They beat PSG, and Saint-Etienne. So in the last 12 games, they haven't lost any game, and they are going to the Champions League. So congratulations to this amazing team of Strasbourg from France. All right, let's go. Okay, more people making fun of Arsenal. Out of the Carabao Cup, we are focusing on the Champions League. Out of the FA Cup, we are focusing on the Champions League. Out of the title race, we are focusing on the Champions League. Out of the Champions League, we only wanted top 4. No, they don't learn. Every year, the same. In 2020, Chelsea and Arsenal gave Liverpool a guard of honor after they clinched the Premier League title. History looks set to repeat itself. Yeah, they deserve it. They are champions of England. We have to respect them, guard of honor, and also beat them. Chelsea need to beat Liverpool. It is what it is. Beat them. Congratulations to Coventry City and Frank Lampard. What a job. He took them from 17, fighting for relegation, to 5th on the table and in the playoffs. So they are in the final 4, They have to play 2 games. If they win all 2 games, they are going back to the Premier League. What a job Frank Lampard have done. No budget, no transfer, no nothing. With the same players that were 17 on the table, and they managed to get to this level. Frank Lampard learned a lot. His time at Chelsea, at Everton, and he's a better manager. I never even considered him as a bad manager, even when he came to Chelsea for the first time. No transfer window. Chelsea were banned. A lot of youngsters that he developed. He was in the Champions League the season that we won it. He didn't lose any game in the Champions League before Thomas Tuchel took over. So nobody knows. Nobody is God. He could have won that Champions League. But it is what it is. Congratulations. I want to really see them back in the Premier League and see them a stable mid-table kind of club with Frank Lampard in the Premier League. All right, people. So some other news there. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted after the game between Bournemouth and Arsenal that Chelsea is still working on Dean Huijsen. So keep an eye open on that. And Chelsea also are working on this guy from Ajax, Gerald Hato.